So let's land the plane with the topic, guys. You know, the last thing I want to share with you before we get into our playbook giveaway is that I want you to lead like a CEO, okay, not just a coach. You got to lead like a boss, okay. I don't. I'm not even going to say CEO. You want to lead like a boss. You want to be. You got to be the alpha of alphas, okay. If your coaching staff is composed of alphas, you can't be a beta. You hear me? You can't be a beta male with a bunch of alphas. They're going to tear you apart. You got to be an alpha, okay. That's the thing. So you got in the more organization, structure, and I don't give a damn you got, the better things will fall in place with you, okay? As a coach, it don't mean you have to be you got to be a dick. Excuse my language. You don't have to be a dick, but sometimes you have to be an asshole. Okay. What I mean by that, you sometimes you have to say no, sometimes you have to be firm, and sometimes you got to put people in their place with respect. And sometimes you have to let people go. You can't be afraid of it, coach. Don't be afraid of it, you know, because the one who cares the most gets. I, I may get demonetized for this, but I got to say it, okay? Let me see if it's a way I can say it clean. Miss Beast know what I'm about to say. Okay, let me put it like this. The one that cares the most get flucked the most. Let me put it like that. Get flucked the most. Y'all know what I'm saying. The one who cares the most is usually the one gets flucked the most. And I'll let y'all interpret that a different way. Okay. So you just got to be mindful and be strong because we live in a generation where people don't care. We stay in a generation, guys, where people don't value respecting others anymore. We stay in a generation where respect is becoming a lost art. And so you have to protect your peace, your program, your organization, your family, and you have to be willing to let people go, separate from that energy because we stay in an extremely selfish, prideful, egotistical generation. Okay. How do you combat that? You combat that with a standard, having boundaries, right? Having values, right? That are worth respecting and living up to. And when they don't agree with it, you have to let them go. Guys, I'm telling you, man, like me and Miss Beast talk about it all the time. I miss the 90s. I miss my parents. Both of my parents have passed on. Um, I just lost my grandmother last August, I think it was. And she was 93 years old. Like every time we lose an elder, man, it bothers me because these are the people who taught me respect. And I remember growing up in the 90s as a kid, and my dad would check me if I disrespected anybody, any adult, right? Like they check me. But in this generation, man, me and Miss Beast, our favorite thing to do, guys, is bowl. Our favorite thing. We can't even bowl because the people beside us, grown ass people, are in our lane just standing there taking goddamn pictures of their kid. We can't even bowl. We have to go in the daytime, nobody there when it first opens. If we go on a Saturday or a Sunday, it's a wrap because Miss B says Karen's because somebody don't have enough respect or mindfulness that somebody's beside them bowling. Instead, I'm going to stand in their goddamn lane and take a picture of my 1 year old, 2 year old daughter who's not going to remember shit as it relates to this experience bowling until they get a little older. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm working on my profanity, but this kind of stuff irks me. Can you tell? It pisses me off, guys. Um, the lack of respect people have for one another and the lack of mindfulness. Like me being a content creator, guys, I see the devil in the face. I see the devil of our society in the face every day because you have grown men jumping on social media, trolling another grown man that's trying to help other people. Like it's the craziest, weirdest thing I ever seen in my life that you got grown 40, 50, 60-year-old men hating on another man who's trying to add value in society or somebody who's, you know, I can talk about Miss Beast and all of that, and you know, I say this a lot. People will, you know, obviously I'm a black guy, right? People see Miss Beast, she's a Latina, and they have the audacity to talk crap. They have the audacity to make racial hateful statements. And then when I make a video addressing it, you got another group of guys saying, "Dude, you're lying. We would not hate on you like that." Why would I post something like that? Why would I make a video or something like that if it wasn't true? If it wasn't the case? I got better things to do than address social issues and hate issues, you know, towards me and my wife if it was false, right? Like it's bullshit. Our society is so twisted. And I think the biggest problem with our society is that our values and moral standards, at least in America, are diminishing and it's becoming harder and harder to be a youth sports coach, youth football coach, any coach, right? You know, at all. You know, it's crazy. All right, guys. All right, guys. Let's get into it. That's my rant. That's my rant for tonight. But let's get into it. For those who don't know the rules of the playbook giveaway, the first playbook we're going to give away, by the way, is going to be the Beast 3.0 offense. Okay, the Beast 3.0 offense. And shout out to my TikTok family over here. We had 6,200 likes on TikTok. Let's see. I can't see how many likes we got right now on YouTube, and we are at 10 likes on Facebook. Okay. Okay. And I haven't forgot about you, Facebook fam. I know Facebook is the new platform, and a lot of people trying to get acclimated to the show on that side. So it's all good in the neighborhood. So here's the rules. So what I'm going to do is ask you a question based on the show. Okay. Based on what we went over with the show. All right. Those who get it correct will be in the final picking for the playbook. Those who get it incorrect, better luck next time. Okay. Better luck next time. So and I want to be clear about something too that I've been seeing a little bit, a little trend, no disrespect to nobody. But if you like do a super chat, I appreciate you. But you doing a super chat is not going to increase your chances of getting the playbook. You may say, "Man, I really need that playbook." You may, you know, put a comment, "I really need it." That's not going to help you win this playbook. Okay, it's not. It's just not. I'm just being honest with you. I don't. I want to. I don't want to crash your hopes. What's going to help you get this playbook is answering these questions correctly and a little luck. A little luck, because I truly go on intuition when I choose a winner. And again, we're going to be giving away playbooks throughout August to the end of August. So if you don't win, don't feel bad. If y'all ready for the first question, give me a hell yeah in the comments. Give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah if you ready for the first I said first comment, the first question. Give me a hell yeah in the comments. We got a lot of hell yes. See, coach says, bro, I coach my team. Coach Steve says, bro, I coach my team at practice before my patrol shift in my uniform, and people on my team complain. Grown adults need reality check. Coach Beast couple is the best. Man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that respect. I'm telling you, people crazy, man. Man, I made a video, guys. I made a video talking about how I support police officers, firefighters, and military. Now, mind you, I'm an airman. I'm a dropout. Okay. I'm a military dropout. I got medically discharged. Okay. But I support my men and women in uniform. I'm gonna do it to the day I die because I understand that that group keep us safe, keeps the country safe. They save lives, the whole nine. I believe there's bad apples in every field. I believe there's bad cops, bad firefighters, bad teachers. There's bad freaking fry cooks. There's bad sandwich makers, right? There's bad janitors. I believe there's a percentage of bad in every profession, right? There's bad doctors, bad dentists, bad whatever, right? So that doesn't negate me supporting that group of people. I support teachers. I support dentists. I support families. I support, but people crazy because our society is so fragmented and full of BS right now. Nobody respects one another. Nobody respects one another. Anyway, guys,